Okay, this is the mini aquaponics system. It's all in a frame, well, 3 frames actually. It's a modular system. As you can see, this one's joined. I've left this one not joined up so you can see how it fits together. This pulls away and it's got quick disconnects. So it's actually 3 pieces. One DWC bed, and the center unit has the fish tank, which is here, the flood and drain bed biofilter, and behind it has the sump tank. So the centerpiece is all one piece. This WC bed is all one piece. Oops. And that's where all the seedling area is going to be, and the GFCI electrical unit. There we go around. Here's the other one. Now this is this section here, the WC bed, deep water culture. These rafts are just waiting for plants to be put in. The roots come out from the bottom and just sit nicely in the water. That's the inlet coming from the sump. There's a pumping that up. And oops, there we go. And this is the outlet. That outlet comes out from the bottom there, look. A bit difficult to see. Then comes up into the fish tank, comes along this pipe that comes out of this hole here, which the purpose did it like that so we get plenty of oxygen. It's all gravity fed, and the same with the other one. Pump comes from the same thing, comes from the sump. There's the inlet. A little bit of polystyrene because I've just cut these beds. All be cleaned up. That's the inlet again. There's the outlet. That determines the height, the water level. And this again comes out, goes up into the fish tank, into this bigger pipe, into the waterfall. So these flows come in this way and that way, gravity fed from this bed and this bed. Now, here's the filtration system coming out from the, this is an overflow. If you look at the bottom here, I've only got one hand, there's a big slat in the big gouge in the bottom there. What that does, if I didn't have this on, the water would go out through there, and anything floating on the top would go through and out to this swirl filter. Now with this on, sorry, let me put this on. With this on, the water can only come, to get out here, the water has to come up through that slot that I showed you, and then goes out through there to the swirl filter. Now why do we have that? Well, the fish solids actually settle to the bottom of the tank, and we want to get those out of there. So the fish solids are sucked up, come out through this T. There's the water flow there. Now if we just fed the fish and the solids would drop to the bottom. You would see those coming up through here and out to the swell filter. Now what happens with the swell filter is, if you can see the inlet coming from here out of the fish tank, it's at an angle that causes a swirl. That gives chance for the heavier particles to drop to the bottom and settle at the bottom of this tank here. And then whenever we need to drain it, there's going to be a valve on here. We drain it and all the black horrible solids come up. Well, saying horrible good stuff, full of nutrients in those solids. Right, so it does a swirl, and what happens is the cleaner water comes up to the top here, and that's the outlet now from this filter, goes into this other filter, as you can see. Comes in the bottom there. I'll show you it. So the inlet for this filter is at the bottom. You can't really see it. You can see all that stuff trapped below these filters, and then it has to come up through the filters, and obviously the particle will get trapped in the filters, and then cleaner water goes out through to the sump. There you go. And all that does is it's just a pipe going through there. There's the pipe. So this is the inlet from the pump to the bed, but the one behind there, nice clean water going through. And here's the pump. Going to the WC beds, splits, and goes to that one there, which comes out of this one, which I just showed you. So it's coming out of there. Excuse my camera work. So it's coming up from the sump to this tube, comes along, and up here to the bottom of this bed and into this WC bed. And you can see it coming out. Now, that's the WC bed's plumbing. You can see I've got another T there. And so we've got pressurised water in this pipe now. So it's coming up and comes into the flood and drain bed. I've got to get more hydrogen right now. I'm just going to leave it like this for a while, so I can show everybody how this bell siphon works. I'm not going to take it apart right now, but basically this will come up the water level to the pipe in the centre there. It will overflow into that, cause a siphon, and come into the pump. Come into the sump. As you can see, it's nothing happening right now. The water level is low. This gradually fills up. So I'm going to pause it for a second. Should I pause it? No, I'll waffle on for a bit more. I want to show you how this bell siphon works. Basically, this water level is going to come up. I'm going to take it off, show you. This is just a guard to stop the stones from going around this little contraption here, which is your part of the bell siphon. Okay, so all it is there's a centre pipe there, which is an outlet coming down to the sump to that T, that elbow. And when the water overflows into this pipe, it comes out into the sump. and once the siphon starts, it comes out at a really fast rate, and I'll show you that in a second once it fills up. So it's going to fill up in a second. Very important to get this flow rate right. If you have it flowing too fast, the siphon won't stop. If it flows too slow, the siphon won't start. I'll explain that in a second. Okay, so this pipe here, well, sorry, this pipe, it's got just a cap on the top of it. Now this cap is designed to fit over this outlet, like so, and it has about 1.5 inches from the height of the pipe to the top of this cap. Now what happens is the water's going to overflow in a minute. Here's the debris from around here. Water's going to overflow. Move this out of the way so I can get this pipe back on. Okay, so what's going to happen? It's going to overflow in a minute. As you can see, it's filling up, and the water's going to overflow through here. Now, if we didn't have this on, what would happen is what's coming in would just come out of this pipe and go straight to the sump. That's all would happen. I'll show you that, and then I'll pop this on, and I'll show you how the siphon kicks in. What else can I tell you? Yeah, as I say, it's a modular unit, 3 pieces, so you can go anywhere and get set up really easily. This can be added on to just a couple of T's in the plumbing, so you can actually have, you know, another 2 or 3 or 4 of these attached at each end with a very simple bit of plumbing. I'm also going to add an NFT system, which I'm going to show you now quickly. Okay, you see all happens here is we have an inlet. Well, the inlet on here is at the end there, but on this system I'm going to fit for the modular unit. You'll have something like this with pipes. The water would come in all the way through the pipes, and the outlet would be about here and go back to the sump, and that's it. So I'm going to build a frame so that can be added to the mini modular system. Just showing you. Right, it should be overflowing now. So let's show you what's going to happen. Alright, a couple more seconds. As you can see, it's nearly overflowing. Just a second. Oh, it's getting a bit dark. I don't like that. Always happens to me. Do it a bit late. Alright, this is the boring bit. I don't want to cut the video, it will make 2 videos. I'll go all in one. Alright, so as I say, that pipe there just goes straight down. And this is the outlet, and comes out of that. I'm talking about the smaller pipe at the back here now. Alright, in a second, this is going to overflow here. And this is just electrical conduit, because it's an ideal fitting that I could get to serve this purpose. And it's an inch pipe coming out at the bottom there. Alright, it's started to overflow now, just a bit. you can see it's going in there now, and it's coming out. Coming out there. So anyway, that's going to get a little bit faster, and as it picks up, basically what's coming in there will be coming out here. It's filling up, overflowing into that pipe. Now, this is where the magic happens. I'm going to put this little fella on, and just take note of this groove here, these grooves here. Okay, put this on, get rid of the debris. Oh, it started already. Now, as you can see, the siphon started. See how quick that's coming out? Ugh. And if you look carefully, you'll see how fast this bed drops down. Now what happens is when the water level goes below those cutouts I showed you, the siphon stops, and then it starts to fill up again, overflows. And as it overflows into the pipe, I'll show you it stops by itself in a second. Move this, you can see. As the water as the water overflows into the pipe, it drags the oxygen out, causes a vacuum at the top here on the inside, and Bob's your uncle. Gravity pushes down here and pushes it out like you see in there. Now you can see it's stopping now because it's reached to the bottom of here. Now when it reaches these two cutouts at the bottom, see that gurgle? There's the gurgle, and the siphon stops. So what's going to happen now is this is going to fill up again and repeat the cycle. So what's happening is you're getting nice nutrients that are in the water feeding the plants that will be in here, and the water comes up, and then as it siphons out, you're going to get lots of oxygen dragged around the roots, and then so as it fills up again, nutrients comes down, oxygen around the roots. Perfect little system. Okay, I think I've waffled on for enough time here. That's it, I think I got everything. Very basic. It's all been made out of recycled materials, well, mostly. And that's my little modular system. And as I say, next to, well, not next to here or the other side, there's going to be a frame with all the pipes on it, like I showed you on the NFT, which can just be plumbed in really quickly and operated off just that one pump in the sump tank. So that's it. Thanks for watching.